Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I am going to discuss structure of sodium chloride. Structure of sodium chloride is face-centered cube. It means that sodium chloride possess cubic geometry. There are three type of cubes: simple cube, face-centered cube, body-centered cube. But X-ray diffractional analysis shows that the structure of sodium chloride is face centered cube. Why we called it face centered cube? Because there are chloride ions as represented as large box circles in blue color. These are present on the faces of the crystal. Later in the lecture I will explain in detail. In order to explain the structure of NaCl, I will tell you how to draw this crystal. Draw three boxes or cubes in this way. Unite all the corners of three boxes or cubes. Now there are several lines as represented this. Find out the mid of each line and then unite all the mid lines. And finally, if we see there are three cubes, 1, 2, 3 are three boxes. So combine all the boxes with their respective lines horizontally as well as vertically. Do this for the mid box and for the lid. So similarly, we get, after combining all these mid points horizontally and vertically, we get this crystal. Okay, if we see this crystal, there are large blue boxes which represent chloride ion and the red points which represents the sodium ions. The distance between two similar ions like chloride ion is 5.63 angstrom unit, while the opposite ion sodium and chloride ion is 2.817 angstrom unit. If we see the crystal, there are several cubes or unit cell. What is unit cell? The smallest repeating unit of a crystal which represent all of its characteristics. So if we see the ions in this crystal, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 chloride ions present at the corners. And if we see the faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, there are 6 chloride ions present at the faces. If we see this sodium ion, it is surrounded by 6 chloride ions in such a way that this sodium is surrounded by 6 chloride ion in octahedral manner. It shows that each ion in this crystal is surrounded by 6 chloride ions, each sodium ion. No, we can say that coordination number of sodium ion is 6. Okay, by using this principle, if we see number of chloride ions at corner are 8, let's see this ion present at the corner. How many unit cell is shared by this? If we see only one unit cell, if we see in this structure, is shared by this chloride. Well, actually each chloride octahedrally surround the sodium. It means that crystal is not over here. Now in order to explain the number of unit cells shared by this chloride ion, let us extend the crystal. So these dotted lines represent extension of the crystal. We extended it by dotted lines. Let me draw it again for better understanding. Now see, there are 2 unit cell, 1, 2, and if we draw this, extend this crystal like this, so there are 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are 4 unit cell are shared by this chloride. These are the 4 unit cell present above, and if we extend the crystal below, so there are 8 unit cell which are shared by this chloride. So we can say that the number of unit cells shared by each Cl at corner are 8. If we see this Cl which is present at the face, So the each Cl present at the face share two cubes. For example, these two cubes, this and this, are shared by this Cl, and if you see the above two unit cell, these are shared by this Cl present at the face. So this can be these things can be best understood by three-dimensional crystal analysis. Well, this data is used to calculate the number of Cl line in a unit cell. Which formula we can use to calculate the chloride ion in a unit cell? Chloride ion at corner, how many chloride are present at the corner? These are 8. And each chloride share 8 cubes. Each chloride share how many unit cells? These are 8. How many chloride are present at the faces? These are 6, as I mentioned. And each chloride share unit cell, how many unit cell? The number of unit cells shared by each Cl at face is 2. So by using this formula and by simplify, we concluded that there are 4 Cl lines in a unit cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and similarly, as there is 1:1 chloride, so there are 4 sodium ion present in a unit cell. In many unit cell combined to form the whole crystal of sodium chloride structure. This is all about my today's presentation or topic. Thank you very much.